So why is this video by Evil Dia so good? It's because it removes all the noise from language learning. Let's hear what he has to say.
This is how you learn a language. You grind. That's pretty much it. You sit there, you repeat hundreds of sentences a day, thousands of sentences a month, 200,000 plus sentences a year, and you do that for 1 or 2 years, and guess what? You will be really, really good at your language. And get a sentence with some audio. Probably not the best sentence. It's saying in the colony lots of people were slaughtered, and you repeat the sentence. 殖民地有很多人被残杀, and you do that hundreds of times a day, which will take you probably 1 to 2 hours depending on how much you repeat each sentence. I like to do 3 times. Then you do that every day, which obviously is going to clock up a lot of repetitions, and then you do that every month, and you do it every year, and you eventually lose your sanity. That's how you learn a language. You don't need fancy courses. You're not going to learn this in a week, in a day, in 3 months. Maybe in a year, depending on the language, you could possibly pull it off. A simple language that's close to your own, or a design language like Esperanto, totally possible. But apart from that, it's really that simple. So forget all these language learning videos out there. In fact, you can pretty much end this video right here.
All right, will do, buddy. All right, so the reason why I chose to talk about this video today is because this video has had a profound impact on the way I learn languages. And this is because when I first started learning languages, I was a fan of the comprehensible input hypothesis and Stephen Kaufman, right? Steve Kaufman. And I basically thought that flashcards were completely unnecessary, you shouldn't do them, and that comprehensible input was everything. And so that's what I did. I spent all of my time reading and looking up words with comprehensible input. I then found AJAT, and I thought that I was wasting my time and that flashcards were everything. So then I started doing a massive amount of flashcards. And then I found Refold, and I thought, wait, I'm doing too much flashcards. Let me just sentence mine 10 cards a day and just focus on watching Netflix. So I did that for a long time. And then I found the MBJ method, and then I thought, oh, I'm wasting all my time watching with subtitles. Let me just focus entirely on listening. And I jumped from method to method to method, each time thinking that one method was the golden ticket, and everything else that I had learned before it was simply wrong or incorrect, right? And this is a very erroneous way of thinking that really sets people back and gives people misconceptions of what language learning actually is. Watching this video made me realize that none of my previous methods were wrong. They were all just different interpretations and different ways of applying this one core technique, which really is just understanding and repeating sentences. As long as you're doing some form of that, that's how you're going to make progress. And this is one of those amazing videos where if you just watch it once and then never watch another language learning video again and completely act upon that video in its entirety, you will get fluent. It's just that powerful. And it's literally the only thing that you need. Just that 4-minute video right there will save you hundreds of hours, right? And so that kind of begs the question, why do I make language learning videos going over a bunch of really complicated topics and theories and all this type of stuff like that, if I'm such a proponent of this very simple video that really just cuts through all the noise? There's multiple reasons for this. Let's use the fitness industry as an example, right? If you want to lose weight, build muscle, and build up a generally good physique, really it's an extremely simple process, just like language learning. It's not easy, as in like there's no lazy way, there's no easy way, but it's a very simple process. All you have to do is go to the gym a couple times a week, lift with decent intensity using the right movement patterns, and then go home and eat high protein generally, and don't overconsume calories or underconsume calories. That's basically it. You do that over the course of years, you're going to have an amazing body. So why do people even make fitness content to begin with then, right? It's the same kind of concept, right? And so for me, there's an element of passion that goes with it. I'm not just interested in learning a language for the benefit of learning a language. I'm kind of fascinated by the process in and of itself and the different ways that you can apply different tactics and techniques and all that stuff. So the process in and of itself is something that I'm fascinated with. And that's, I think, a lot of you guys can relate to. You watch this content not entirely because of just pure practical benefit, but also because it's kind of entertaining to see like what works and what doesn't, and how you can like hyper optimize and use very specific tactics to get specific results. And so it's mostly like a passion thing for me in regards to that. Another huge reason is because a lot of people don't like taking these very broad frameworks that are guaranteed to work and then figuring out how to apply it in their own life. Because to take something as broad as listen and repeat sentence patterns or go to the gym and lift heavy, right? To take something that broad and put it into a specific actionable plan for yourself takes a lot of trial and error to figure out what works for you. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you're going to have to go through that trial and error. But by learning from other people's experiences and by seeing what other people have tried out, you're able to shorten that amount of trial and error. The only way to learn is from failure, but you don't have to learn from your own failure kind of thing, if you get what I'm saying, right? And so ultimately what I'm kind of doing is taking this idea, this overarching concept of you have to grind and you have to repeat sentence patterns, and I'm making a bunch of variations of that main idea. And then one of those variations, or maybe even a few of those variations, will really resonate with you personally. I think there's a lot of value to be had from that. So in conclusion, if you want to learn a language fast, Take as many sentences as you can in a day, add it to a flashcard system, and listen and repeat until you can no longer handle it. And repeat that process over and over again until there's hundreds of sentence patterns that you can say pretty effortlessly. The only thing that I would really add to this video, which he does clarify in later videos, is that on top of this deliberate listen and repeat practice, you have to actually use the language, whether that be actually having conversations and practice speaking properly, or actually like listening extensively so you can actually learn how to like hear and digest entire conversations, entire arguments, and things like that. So pair this with plenty of input like listening immersion and you're good to go, right? And so at the end of the day, in conclusion, if you want to learn a language and you want to learn a language fast and effectively, listen and repeat sentence patterns, listen as much as possible to the language in general, and have conversations with people. Do that over the course of 2 years and you're going to get fluent. All right, thank you.